Join us this year for Wizard World Chicago from August 22nd through the 25th and get your tickets at wizardworld.com, plus use the promo code AWESOME20 to get 20% off of your tickets. And if you can't make it, check out our eBay store as well, where the deal of the month is the whole Cinema Snob DVD collection, including another Cinema Snob movie, for I don't know how much less it is than buying them individually, but it's a lot less. Okay, as you may remember from the trailer episode on Monday, I had to put off the Pet Sematary II episode to Wednesday simply because of the high diva-ish demands of Lloyd, who does not like filming on Mondays. So, here we are. Come on, Lloyd, are we ready to shoot this bad boy?
Nope, I also don't do sequels. You waited around for nothing.
Ooh, that darn that darn cat, crap. With the original Pet Sematary being a success, Paramount Pictures was definitely interested in doing a sequel to the first film, so in 1992, we got Pet Sematary II. Returning to the director's chair was Mary Lambert, though writing credits this time went to Richard Oughton, who had previously written Lionheart, plus the animated movie Little Nemo. All practically the same movie. Stephen King had no involvement in the film, though Mary Lambert originally wanted the movie to be a continuation with the Ellie Creed character. Paramount, however, did not want a teen girl to be the lead in the film. Right? Since when do horror films have teen girls in the lead? We don't want to bury someone in the Pet Sematary and have them come back with cooties. So instead, Edward Furlong starred as Jeff, who is hunted down by the Kurgan from the future to make sure Judgment Day happens and win the war for the machines. I don't understand why this movie got bad reviews. Who wouldn't love that? Pet Sematary 2 gets far-fetched from the beginning. Look, they buried the Nicktoons logo, and even it's looking like a zombie. Wait, there is a serious misspelling going on here. The poster clearly told me that they spell out the word two and not use the Roman numeral like the title screen does. You can tell movies have faith in their audience's intelligence when they have to spell out the sequel number. As we head through the woods built on the model town from Beetlejuice, these animals are making me nervous. I sure am feeling awfully sad. Maybe if I bury myself, I'll come back all big and strong. Well, this certainly is starting out like a Pet Sematary movie. Meanwhile, in Neil Jordan's high spirits... Oh, never mind. It's the Brian De Palma movie Body Double. Ugh, acting is so stressful. I mean, To Live and Die in L.A. is one of the movies I was in before this. This is Jeff's mom, Renee, and Jeff is a sleepy child.
He wants to come down to the set for dinner, if it's all right.
Is it all right, Mom? Is it? I'm pretty tired from running from the T-1000. The hell is going on with this fake movie? Is anyone gonna tell them that they're kinda using the Unsolved Mysteries theme? Okay, no need to tell them right this second. I mean, you seem kinda busy. They needed a kid who could scream the word mom, and John Connor was perfect. No, don't call Dr. Green next door on the ER set. He's an actor, not a doctor. All they needed to do to kill Sarah Connor was cast her in a movie and electrocute her. Skynet is always needlessly complicated. No, this is the wrong cemetery. She can't come back to life here. She may be human, but she was my pet in the bedroom. I'm sorry, son. Dad and son move back to Ludlow, Maine, where they meet up with old friends.
Probably don't remember me, Chase. I'm Gus Gilbert, town sheriff.
I was an alpha beta. I may have been a little hard on you in college.
Anyway, I'm Marjorie. I'll be your maid and love interest for the movie. Also, who's Renee? I'm the jealous type. Sorry for your loss. I see in the second film, they've moved the Pet Sematary to Petersburg, Illinois. Dad, is this your new vet's office? This used to belong to Dean Jones from Beethoven, didn't it? Sorry, I forgot that mentioning Dean Jones makes a darn cat appear.
Nope, sorry. Still not joining you for the review. You can't bait me.
But Lloyd, already this has better cat training than the remake of that darn cat. See? That cat really looked like he wanted to shit a brick.
I don't care. Wake me when someone brings Anthony Edwards a goose to operate on. As a prank, you see. Even I could do your job and make references.
Clancy Brown plays Gus, sheriff of Awkward County.
Hey, Jeff. Jay, your mother and I used to be sweethearts?
I banged your mom, bro.
Now for the first day at Aaron Spelling High School.
Check it out. Celebrity boy.
Bullies, you sure this isn't a Stephen King movie? Look, we at the faculty wanted to take your mind off your dead mom by hanging up pictures of your dead mom. No one warned him about the roaming kitten thieving gangs. They steal kittens and not much else, really. One time, Clyde the bully found a Zoltar machine that turned the kitten into an adult cat. That was a weird day. Speaking of references. Hey, I see what they did there. Apollo Creed lived in that house after his retirement. Now they tell Jeff about the Pet Sematary, and Clyde is gonna do so while Ben fostering the hell out of this scene. Too bad they start fighting before we find out just what in the hell happened to Rachel Creed after the events of the first film.
And how much longer do I have to pose for this picture on the box? It's really cold and boring here.
The cemetery is dumber in this one. It just turns birds into kittens. Hey, I'll be your chubby sidekick for the movie.
Sorry about your mom. She sure was beautiful.
I wish I could have banged your mom, bro. Drew wants his stepdad Gus dead, but Gus doesn't seem so bad. He spends his days watching, porn, I guess. This is that period in the early 90s when Clancy Brown looked and behaved a little like Ega. What a family.
Turn it off. Your mother spent the last hour cooking. Now you stop being a little jerk and show her some appreciation.
So it's okay to root for the evil stepdad, right? Oh no, and he's stopping Drew from eating 12 steaks, the monster. Things aren't much better at Jeff's house. Dad looks weirdly intense for no reason.
Do you think Mom and you would have gotten back together?
It's highly doubtful, son. With my intense gaze, your mother thought I was either a vampire or Satan's bookkeeper. But I was definitely Ed Glazer in the Cinema Snob movie. Then Gus shoots and kills Drew's dog, Zoe. Maybe I shouldn't be rooting for Gus anymore.
Zoe.
I can tell you're really broken up about this. Now let's 90s the hell out of this scene for no reason. Okay, 1992. You don't always have to be so 1992. I don't know about these characters.
Yeah, I was just going by your house. Where's your bike?
I'm covered in blood and coming out of a church, and that's the question you have? Look, we can bury him in the haunted graveyard, but I'm fairly certain you're holding a completely different dog. Are you sure this is Zowie? Here we see the partnership of Drew's underacting and Jeff's overacting.
He'll come back. Alive.
Drew, look. I know your dog died, but get a grip, man. You're freaking me out.
Together, they're the evened out couple. At this point, it's kinda hard to believe that not more people have tried this, and that this town isn't overrun with zombies. Drew's gonna be in so much trouble raising the dead.
Your mama's worried sick about you. Take off in the middle of the night, you don't show up for school. What are you trying to prove?
You know, if you didn't shoot his dog, I'd probably still be rooting for you. Just speak of the devil. I'm back, and I'm awfully evil now. I could go for some delicious Hassenpfeffer. See? Everything's back to normal and fine.
I'm burying my dog. You think a lie like that's never gonna catch up to you?
Why is no one in this movie asking the important questions, such as, why is your dog clearly possessed by a demon sent straight from hell? And what's with the dream sequences?
I'm waiting for you.
That White Snake video was bitchin'. Don't worry, we'll make sure Zowie is 20% less evil.
I'm not getting a heartbeat.
Seems normal. And that dog's been there for 3 days and you're just now checking his heart? Stupid humans.
Listen, why doesn't he have a heartbeat? Maybe it takes a while.
It's 'cause I'm evil. Even I'm following the movie closer than you are.
Oh, and Zoe is a werewolf now. Classic Halloween prank. Scaring the kid with a mannequin of his dead mom. And hey, kids with masks. We can put that in the remake. At least we now know what happened to Ellie.
He freaks out. Hacks up the grandparents with an axe. Police found her licking the brains off the blade.
Evil Ellie is another idea for the remake. Why am I not watching this Ellie story, which seems to be Mary Lambert's vision for the original sequel? Ah, great, abusive stepdad, party's over. Just think about how much better you'd get along if you didn't try hitting him with a wooden cross. And if this didn't happen.
Call him off!
Zowie. Sure, we could bury him, but one thing at a time. We should probably stop the woods from catching fire. Time to bury him in the evil graveyard, but why? Why would you want him to come back? The dog clearly killed him. Just tell people that's what happened. But these boys are already in a heap of trouble. Listen here, mister. What if I told you about going to the woods and murdering frolicking teenagers? It's Halloween, not Friday the 13th. I mean, what's the worst that could happen here? Is Clancy Brown gonna come back creepier? And that's just how he spends his Saturdays. I see this movie getting fun.
Found him.
Why does this movie have such a low Rotten Tomatoes score? At least 60% of critics should have loved it just for Clancy Brown alone.
I need a shower.
My mistake, 75% at least. I will gladly pay full price for Clancy Brown's take on Bud the Chud. The humans who come back in this one aren't really instantly murderous, they just seem really drunk. Oh, and a bit rapey too. But hey, you know, great to have Gus back.
And then you know what he does? He serves me an extra helping of pancakes. I asked him if I was still grounded. No.
I mean, sexual assault aside, at least I got my extra pancakes. Remember, folks, if something important happens, do it with a sweet 90s TV drama guitar riff. You know, I probably should watch Man's Best Friend sometime. Thanks, movie. Okay, kids, watch out for the murderous dog. I'm gonna go look for someone to provide exposition.
Blue eyes.
Does this movie need some time alone? This is a former veterinarian. He'll be the Judd of this movie and provide all of the answers. Can't say I was expecting Philip from Demented Death Farm Massacre to appear.
The dog isn't sick. It's dead. So was Creed's cat. So was his wife. On the night she was killed for the second time.
Explains that, I guess. R.I.P. Rachel Creed. Again. Now get back to the 90s. This movie has a bigger 90s boner than a marathon of My So-Called Life, which makes sense. Hallie is Drew's mom. Eat up, boys. I don't know how much crime solving is gonna get done in this town now. We love you, murderous, rapey zombie dad. Still funnier than Full House. Meanwhile, in a redubbed Once Upon a Time in America, because the actress who plays Renee was in it, the kids aren't the only ones having dream sequences here. Sure, but more importantly, why? I see. That's what you get for going to sleep right after watching Driller, a sexual thriller. Or was that a dream sequence? I don't know. Maybe the island of Dr. Moreau really did just happen in his room. This movie gets deeper than an episode of The Heights.
Do you think everybody that came back could be like your stepdad
Maybe it depends on what you're like.
before you died?
Word, bro. So much word. Freaking word, bro. Best get out of here before Nickelodeon Terminator shows up. Clyde wants Jeff dead for confusing him for the actor who played Budnick in T2.
I'm one of the kids from Overboard, you asshole!
How is it that the Pet Sematary movie with the most bullies isn't the Stephen King one? Best get back to teaching the boy about face tattooing.
Stop it!
So now the bully is gonna return? You confused sometimes dead is better with sometimes they come back. Sure, I witnessed Gus murdering Clyde, but I still like him better as a zombie, even if I have to kill him.
Forget something, Drew, buddy.
The Rotten Tomatoes score must now be bumped up to 80%. Let's see if the 20% of bummer critics will eventually come around. He's trapped in his room by an evil dog and Clancy Brown. I don't know who's more dangerous. Also, it's a sequel to The Shining now. Let's escape Gus and the soundtrack. Okay, so the soundtrack may docket some positive reviews. He's my favorite Batman villain. He kills people with traffic. I see they never fix our road. Also, they're gonna come back as French fries. Later, taters. Anyway, pay attention to me. I'm supposed to be your love interest, I think. Also, Sean Penn is wanted in questioning for Drew's death. Haven't seen Jeff in a while.
Hey, what are you doing?
Getting things ready for Mom.
When did you get weird? Or weirder? Why don't you bury that suit so it'll come back the right size? And oh no, Gus dug up Jeff's mom! Though I wouldn't have put it past this movie to have 13-year-old Jeff dig up a corpse and lift a coffin. The most shocking thing here is that the hard rock soundtrack isn't kicking in. There, Jeff. There you may join your fellow Willards. Don't be alarmed by the rats, for they are your friends. I'm sorry, what is happening here? Is this an opera now? Why does a movie need dream sequences when the entire thing looks like a dream sequence? Now Dad must stop the killers and his maid from dressing like his dead wife. Unrelated. You son of a bitch. That was a big old zowie. Time for these two to talk man to dead man.
Why did you dig up my wife?
Because I wanted to fuck her.
Finally, people are asking the right questions, and they're being honest, too. This better not kill Gus, or I'm not going to be interested in this movie anymore. Even with Renee stopping her own version of single white female from happening. And Jeff is one crazy haircut away from completing his Eraserhead transformation. Gotta say, I have no clue where this is going.
We're going to be together again.
Don't bang your mom, bro! Oh, damn it, I didn't even get a chance to ask the maid out yet. You shouldn't be freaked out. So far, Renee's the only one to come back not only looking fine, but fine as hell. In this one, they can still function a little bit before going on a rampage. Just get the zombies some Zoloft. And get Clyde a hell of a lot of plastic surgery on top of that. Ooh, he's in worse shape than when he broke into Ray Zielinski's attic. Plus, the movie might need a new editor, too. Hurry, stop Clyde before he kills you with more one-liners. Ah, good. The movie went to the Tango and Cash School of Electricity. This is like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof gone way wrong.
Get you out of here, Dad.
Come here!
Of all the crazy things to happen in this movie, that random zoom may be the craziest. Oh, and they can melt now? How crazy does a movie have to be to get even crazier after Clancy Brown leaves it?
Stay with me!
You're the one who started this fire. It's all your fault. Well, I guess this closes the door on this chapter of our lives, son. Let's move to Derry. I hear things are quieter there. Oh, and yes, this is the kind of movie that makes even the epilogue weird.
I never had anyone die before. But I guess you get over it.
What is happening? Is it turning into a sitcom?
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart.
Careful, or someone will bury that joke and we'll get Fuller House. This movie is edited by someone on full not give a crap mode. Thus ends that Red Hot Chili Peppers video masquerading as a Pet Sematary sequel. Well, that movie didn't get very good reviews, despite the crazy Clancy bump. Although the poster did tell us that it was backed by popular demand. I don't know who demanded this, but we got a zombie Clancy Brown being crazy with mashed potatoes and wanting to screw another corpse. Whoever demanded this, thank you. The sequel didn't do nearly as well at the box office as the original, so a third movie wasn't made, but in 2018 we did get the remake, and I demand of a remake of Part 2 as well, because honestly, I could also see Jason Clarke playing the role of Gus fairly well. Good, I got that over with, and now I can go back to negotiating more details in Lloyd's contract, which I clearly failed to read.
I'm not talking to you till I get my 12 steaks and more pancakes.
I've never seen anybody punch Clyde before.
He pissed me off.